Welcome to the channel, people. Today we are doing some Kirkland dupes as part of the Duping Through the Holidays playlist. The link is in the description box. For this first dupe, I'm going to use 2 of these round pieces from Dollar Tree and 1 hurricane from Dollar Tree. On the Kirkland's website, there are actually 3 different variations of size for this particular dupe. I'm going to recreate this 14-inch one for $79.99. If you don't have a Dollar Tree close to you, they do sell these at Walmart, and there are 6 slices in a pack. You'll probably need 2 packs. For that frosty look, we're going to be using this Krylon that I picked up from Lowe's for $4.98. All my spray paint lovers, I got your back. Don't think I forgot about yous. Now, I'm taking some wood glue and I'm going to just glue the 2 of these together. You're welcome to use your E6000 or your Gorilla Glue gel. That will work as well, but I like to use wood glue. And yes, that's a Dollar Tree glue bottle. Okay, I put Type-Bond in there and switch it out. Works nice. I like it. Anyhow, I'm just smooshing this around with my finger and leaving the circle open so I can put a nice dollop of hot glue on there to get an instant hold. Once, and of course I always struggle when you first turn these hot glue guns on, like, what is their problem? Okay, if you want to leave this project like this at this point, you go right ahead. I do want to let you know that there is a tiny gap. Of course, Dollar Tree wood items are not all created equally. So there was, you know, a little bit of gapping, not huge, but I did decide to clamp it down for about 4 hours to really kind of let that wood glue set and dry. It's not perfect. You can see there still are a couple little gaps. Sanded down some of it and then came in with the antique Waverly wax to make this look more like the item from Kirkland's. And that's going to be it for this dupe, people. Here is the original and here's my version. I wanted to use this dupe as an example to show you why I love napkins so much. Now you could use a 1x2, but we're going to use these shims for $5.98 I picked up from Home Depot, and we're only going to use 4 of them. A 1x2 or something, you know, a little bit smaller would work as well, but shims are more inexpensive and we can get the same end result. I'm cutting off the very end pieces because they're fairly thin compared to the rest of the shim. One side's usually larger than the other, and using these metal cutting shears I purchased from Hobby Lobby, and it can still be a struggle. Also, I hope everybody is enjoying the first week of duping through the holidays. This first Friday we're duping Kirkland's. Each week we're going to dupe a new place and give away a gift card. These creators got together with me to create a playlist where you can all come to find some duping inspiration the entire month of November, and we all pitched in to give back to the community because we appreciate all of you so much. If you want a chance to win this week's gift card, all you have to do is pay attention to the question and the creators who are duping Kirkland's this week and answer their question in their comments. If you do this in each one of the creators' comments, you will be entered in a chance to win a $100 Visa gift card. The chance to win closes November 10th, so make sure you get your responses to those questions in the comments by then. If you're not sure where the description box is and you're on your mobile, you're going to want to click this little drop down arrow right here, and it's going to open this up, and the playlist link should be right here. Back to our dupe. Once you have our little pieces all cut, and this is what I was talking about, how like one side's a little bit thicker than the other, I'm actually lining these all up with the thick end on the right hand side and then the thinner end on the left hand side. You could go back and forth if you want, but I'm going to sand these down, and I thought I'd get a better sand after I attach these 2 little bits on the back if they were all level. Now there are as many ways you could do this. You could create a box type of frame. I am just using 2 little shims that I cut off on the edges to go across the 4 pieces with some wood glue and hot glue. And if I'm being 100 with you people, I did not feel fuzzy inside about this, okay? I wanted to carry on, so I took some extra hot glue and ran around the sides of these little pieces of shim I put on the back. Now, as you can see, these are, oof, they are just Okay, look, they were cheap. Listen, we're gonna sand them down to get that smooth look. We're painting over this so you don't have to sand it, but at least knock off some of that fuzz. Wood fuzz. Don't be judging me. What do you call it? It looks like wood fuzz. Anyhow, here's my pretty napkin. Look at this. Look at these birdies. Super pretty. I got this from Christmas tree shops. I love Christmas tree shops. I think this was $1.99. I'm going to start off the wood pieces before we get our napkin and put different layers of color on here. It looked like there was some color coming through with the white, so I'm just taking some Dixie Belle paint, a gray, a brown, letting it dry. But I had a beautiful subscriber, thank you, send me this heat gun, and I'm giving it a try with you guys on camera. That's right, we are testing this out. I cannot wait to get this open and try it. Immediately I fell in love. I was like, I've been missing out. No one has tried to tell me about this, people. Y'all are supposed to have my back, man. Listen, 2 minutes later, bam, it was all done and we were rolling with the white paint. I'm using Dixie Belle paint for the project, except for the white. I'm using Waverly's white chalk paint. Use whatever you want. Now, I did put 2 coats of the white on here just because my napkin is fairly light colored and I didn't want that dark color really showing through my napkin, and I made sure to place the white in sections I'm going to be placing the napkin. I'm ripping the napkin off so it doesn't have a sharp edge. See how nice and ripped up it is all along the line of the little perch we're gonna use as our guide for these little birdies. Now make sure if you're doing a napkin, you do rip off the sneaky layers on the back to get the best grip with the napkin before you apply your Mod Podge and press your napkin onto your project. This is why I love napkins so much, because you can take something basic like some pieces of wood and the beautiful decorative design from a napkin and make it look like this high-end piece that you purchased from a store and all this detail went into it. And nope, it's a napkin. Some Mod Podge went into it. Just in case you're not familiar with Mod Podging napkins or decoupaging, you want to use a little bit of Mod Podge. If you've heard a lot, I completely disagree with it. A little is more. Use enough that you got a sticky base and then do small sections with your napkin. I use a sponge. You can pick these up from Walmart for a couple dollars, and make sure you don't have dog hair in yours like I had dog hair in mine, of course. The struggles of loving your animals. Now I just do section by section with the napkin and then use the sponge to press the napkin down. And the reason I do this is because your napkin is so dainty and fragile that it literally will break if you use anything tough to try and apply it. So the sponge is definitely a nice little trick to get that done. If you need more decoupage help, I do have a decoupage do's and don't video I can link in the description for you. Continue applying your napkin, and as you go over the top of the napkin with a light brushing of the Mod Podge to really seal that in there. So once it's dry, we can take our sandpaper and go around the edges and get any of those extra little frayed bits off without any problem of the napkin coming up. I even go over the project itself to make sure it's smooth, to take some white Waverly chalk paint and come back and really blend it, which is another reason why I really enjoy ripping the napkin up, because it allows me to blend the paint in and give the project a very cohesive look. Plus, I think it also creates that little bit of a sense of wonder, you know, when somebody comes over your house and they're looking at your decor and they got to get up on it like, wow, how is that made? I'm over here like, it's a napkin. To enhance the creases and the little wood strips, I'm just adding a little bit of antique Waverly wax, and that's going to be it for this one. Let's take a look at Kirkland's version, and here's mine. To do dupe a mirror for some time. There were different ones that I liked, but I picked this one and found these wreath forms at Dollar Tree. I can't believe I did this myself. But anyhow, these cute little mirrors I've been purchasing from Dollar Tree as well. They're only 5 inches, and I thought we could make some really cute DIYs with this. But let's pause to respond to my giveaway question. Answer this in the comments if you want a chance to win that $100 Visa gift card, along with following the other rules, and check out the creators who participated in this week on the playlist. The link is in the description. To create a base for this mirror, because it's so many, you know, moving pieces, at least it felt like it was to me, I'm using a piece of shim to kind of give us a sturdy point of starting, and I'm putting our little creases in that section so we can E6000 this up and hot glue it up, and then we're gonna chop up our large one. Yeah, we are. Same problem, just a different project. Oh, there we go. Yes. Come on, mother. For the love of wreaths. Like, why are you so hard to get rid of this? What are you made of? Titanium? Jesus. There was so much more of that, but I figured I'd just give you. Dollar Tree makes some good wreath forms, okay? Buy them, they're $1. They might take you out, but you know, get them, they're $1. One thing you should know doing this is E6000 or Gorilla Glue Gel is going to be crucial for this. You cannot just hot glue metal, so don't even think about it. I am letting you know now, this thing was popping off in the ends where I was just putting the hot glue. I had to keep going back in here. You're going to see me in a minute come in with this little tool. You could use a pick for this, where I start squeezing in the E6000 between the rings, because the hot glue, as soon as it dried and I moved the section, it was like pop, and I'm like, seriously, it was a little time consuming. I was not happy about that and completely forgot that the hot glue will continue to pop off once it's dry with metal. But if you're using your E6000 and alternating that, you will not have an issue. It will stick. Mine definitely did stay in place once it was all set, but you're gonna have to wait a couple hours for it before you take it outside and do anything. Here's me squeezing in that E6000 and pressing it all down. I did spray paint this a different color because I don't do gold in my home. And let's take a look at the Kirkland's version. And here's mine. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, people. I hope you got some learning and some entertainment and are enjoying the first week of duping through the holidays. Let me know in the comments below. Until next time.